extra shift, you know, close that extra shift. That's it. Reduce your production to 6 something here, and you will minimize your every total cost. You maximize your profit, right? From our previous lecture, we find out that sales are something else, profit are something else, right? Even if you are selling more, you are ended up earning less profit. Even you are selling less, you are ended up earning more profit. So profit is something else. So that's why we are having profit management strategies that are different from selling strategy. Why? Because of these behavior, cost behavior, right? So what is the managerial discussion regarding the behavior of the cost? If marginal cost is less than every total cost, increase the production. Why? Because increasing the production will decreases the total cost, every total cost. And when every total cost is decreasing, of course, total cost also decreasing. But if you find out from your own business, and if the boss gave you the task, the marginal cost is increasing, marginal cost is greater than the every total cost, then this is alarming situation. Why? Because you are not earning maximum profit. If you produce more, your profit will go down because costs start rising abruptly, sharply, right? So then this is the time you say, okay, I'm going to lay off workers, I'm going to produce less. Or if your factory is running for like 3 shifts, 2 shifts, you can just drop 1 shift, right? So because economic objective is to earn not profit, maximum profit, right? I hope now you understand. Okay, now.
So, can you hear me?
Yes, Mirko.
Can you hear me? Okay. So just to be clear, so if we are on the, let me say, if marginal cost is less than average total cost, then I have to increase production because it means that I have space to increase, let me say space to increase production until the efficient cost, right?
Every
Until the
total
bottom
cost
part.
will start decreasing.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that's
Right?
clear. So, yeah.
Good. Let's move forward. And you realizes that marginal cost, look at your graph. Marginal cost crosses the average total cost at its bottom, right? Okay, let me go back and show you here. Oh, sorry, my bad. Here, we made this graph. So you see, the MC is crossing the average total cost on the bottom of U-shaped curve. So if this is the bottom of U-shaped curve, MC crosses at its minimum, right? So that is also one behavior to note, and that is MC crosses the average total cost at efficient scale. We know that the bottom of the U-shaped curve is called efficient scale, right? And that efficient scale can also be found out. You see, and if there are too much curves, remember that one. If there are too many curves, right? Now we have made 4 curves, 5 curves, right? So remember that one, only one curve, MC will cross the average total cost and it will cross at its minimum. So you automatically see that, okay, we are talking about this one, okay. And then you realize that left side, if you are on the left side, increase production. If you are on the right side, decrease production, because left side MC is less than average total cost. On right side, is greater than average total cost. Okay. So it is now to examine the relationship that exists between different cost of measures. So we are having a different example here. So I'm just going to be, making the graph here. You are not required to make graph, so I just omit that one. Here we go. This is MC. This is ADC. This is AVC, every total cost, and this is every total cost. So we have a behavior here. One by one, let's read that. Let's study that one. So you see, marginal cost, if we have a bigger data, so it's not just like this. We made that one in your graph. So MC, first it start decreasing and then start rising and rising. It never decreases. So it's like a hockey shaped. Okay, in real life, it is like a hockey shape because we don't have complete data, so we just ignore that one. So, okay, every total cost declines at first and then start rising. If you have more data, it would be like this. Start decreasing and then start increasing, U-shaped. And the average total cost always will be less than the average variable cost, always below the average total cost. Why? Because average variable cost is a part of average total cost. What is the formula? Average total cost is equal to average fixed cost plus average variable cost. So average variable cost always less than average total cost. So that's why average variable cost is always less than. So only one curve that will be crossing the minimum of the curve will be MC. So you see MC crosses the average total cost at its minimum, U-shaped minimum, U-shaped minimum. So average variable cost also, it will be crossing the average variable cost. But our concern is just the relationship between marginal cost and average total cost. And we know that average fixed cost is declining, right? Just forget about right now the short run. We will talk about at the end of this lecture, short run and long run stuff. Okay, so if you understand that, we have derived very important concepts. Again, I will be repeating a number of times. Why? Because we will be using these curves for the rest of our lectures till final exam. So you need to master these behaviors so that when question comes, you can answer that, okay, where would be the marginal cost, where would be the average total cost, and if it will be in your fingertips, you can quickly pick up the answer. That's it. And guys, it does have real application to your own business and to your job as well. So we are not studying a wasteful subject. It is a very powerful subject. So managerial cost rises with the level of output. If you look at the graph or if you look at the table in our previous slides, it rises. Every total cost is U-shaped. It decreases first and then start increasing sharply. So it's a U-shaped. And the marginal cost curve crosses the every total cost at its minimum in this area, right? So if you understand the behavior of the cost up till now, what we have studied, please answer the following question. When marginal cost is less than the average total cost, what is true? You can look at your own graph, or you can we just discussed that, the concept here in detail, so you can just tell me here as well.
For me, yes. C, average total cost is falling.
Well done, well done, well done. Right? So this is how, if you understand the concept, you know that one, which side we are talking about. you can just finding out the answer quickly. So it's not a rocket science, it is just the application of the concept, nothing more. And that is my goal. I would be testing you with concept rather than giving you a question and testing you with number of pages, how much you write it down. I don't want that. Okay? Now answer this question. At all levels of production beyond the point where marginal cost crosses the average variable cost curve, average variable cost, it means what we are talking about, draw the curve. Oh, sorry, average variable cost, not average total cost. So we know that this is average total cost and average variable cost is below the average total cost. And this is the MC. Beyond means right hand side. So now can you answer? So the MC crosses the average variable cost here. So beyond, what's going on? The curve is
Rising.
well done. Right? Not a rocket science here. Mirko, understand? Gustavo, understand? Irinen?
Yes.
Good. Now, answer this question. Here, which of the curves is most likely to represent? Now we know the behavior of the cost. First one, what is the average total cost here? A, B, C, D. Which one is the average total cost?
Fit B.
Mirko.
Yes. Average total cost. Maybe C. Or C or B.
Carolyn, can you answer?
I think it's uh, uh,
Gustavo, can you hear me?
average total cost. I think is B.
Okay. Okay, sorry guys, my just internet tripped. So can you hear me?